Hi everybody, I have made a video about switching bots. So you have one button and then the bot starts, and then they have the option to change from bots, and that was in the bot itself. I've made a tutorial about that, so if you want to watch that, then watch that particular tutorial. But today I'm going to show you how you can implement multiple bots on one page with their own dedicated buttons. And you can use it for a lot of cases. You can do whatever you want. For example, different kind of languages, or maybe you have different kind of employees, and you can give them their own dedicated bot. So let's see how it works. This is the page where I use it for this tutorial. It's a test environment, and here are the two buttons, and when you click it, then you will see this bot, and when you click the second button, then there will appear another bot, and when you hit the button again, you see it close, and now it opened this bot and it closes. Okay, you have to embed a little piece of JavaScript on your websites, and you can find it here in the tutorial or in the Quriobot Academy. Then you can see here a couple of examples with their own buttons. But since we're using Elementor, we are making our own buttons, and we give the buttons their own ID, and the difference between an ID and a CSS class, that is only the hashtag. Then you must change it with a point, so that's the difference. And if you can see how the code looks, this is the way it looks. It's not quite how it used to look, because unfortunately in this tool it doesn't close to the other section, but you know what I mean. This is the code, so you have to copy this and then paste it into your website. But before you do that, check out if this is the right bot, because this is the name of the bot, and you have also used the exact JavaScript on your own bot. And how can you find that? Well, this is the bot, and this is the embed coder that you need for your environment of Quriobot. So this two, you have to embed it into the codes. And as you can see here, this is bot number 1, and this is bot number 2. So this is bot number 1, and then you go to the dashboard and you search for the other bots, for example this one. And then you can check out the codes, the embed codes. No, sorry. And then you have to use this one. Yeah, so there are two different kind of bots, and that one you have to put in here. So this is bot 1 and this is bot 2. If you delete this particular section, actually it's from here, then you have only one bot, and then it only works for one bot. So if you have 3 of them, then you have to copy this particular section. You see from here, until, oh god, until here. Yeah, but you can also find it here on the Quriobot Academy. Yeah, how can we help you today, and how can I start or stop a switch the bot with my own website buttons? Okay, once you have done that, you have to go to your snippet codes. In this case, I use a plugin, but you can also do it with Google Talk Management, or maybe your team have such a tool, such as Generate Press or something like that. It doesn't matter at all. And then you have to paste it in the header and just paste it in, update it, then go to the particular page you want to have those two bots, or it can be 3 or 4 or 5, whatever you want, and then add it with Elementor. As you can see, I've used here the bots, and you go to advanced, and then the CSS class you can delete, and then you have the CSS class. So this is what with the hash deck, what I told you, and the ID is what within points. Yeah, so if you change this, let me see, this point in a hash deck bot2, so hash deck bot2, then it becomes a CSS class, and with a point it's an ID. So that is the difference. The beauty of this is that you can also use something else. For example, this is a button, but you can use a lot more. For example, an icon, put it in here, and then go to advanced and give it the name bot, and it works too. You see? Now I can push the button for the second time, and then you might think, how is that possible? Because this one opens and closes. Well, that is because the bot stands in the way of the button. The layer will come forwards, so you can't close the bots. So beware of that. You have to change the bot itself. You must make it smaller. You can do that with Quriobot, or you have to change the button and let it go to the left or the right side. So yeah, that is it basically. And you can also use it for the navigation bar. So you can go to your navigation bar, and let's see. Menus, and when you are there, then you can make another link. You give it a hashtag, and the text is bots. When you watch the other tutorials, then you can see that you can embed here a code. So when somebody clicks on the button, then the whole page won't jump to the top or to the bottom. It freezes. But that's, you can watch the other tutorials for that. So yeah, and then you can paste the CSS. Maybe you think by yourself, well, there is nothing here from a CSS or an ID. Then you can push this button and you go to the CSS class and think it on, and make sure that it is a CSS class, so an hashtag, and then you can give it the name bots, and then it will work. It won't probably work now because I think that I've made an ID, another CSS class, but you can try it out for yourself. So that was for this tutorial, and when you have any questions, just leave it on the comments and give me thumbs up and consider to subscribe. Thank you very much. Till the next time.